Sup guys, it's me again. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the 6th annual installment of Rugby Player Reacts to the NFL's top 100 players of a particular year, this year being 2023. Now, it is the second day. I'm going to keep you guys up to date with how long this video series takes for me to make. I had thoughts of going down to number 80 yesterday. We made it to 81. I'm going to congratulate myself. That is a fairly good effort, being that I am out of practice. But this is a series that I always enjoy. But the thing that I enjoy the most is publishing the videos. And no video gets published unless you actually make it first. I'm not going to even attempt to start editing these or publishing them until I get all the way down to number 1. I believe today, being the 1st of August, they have just dropped from 50 down to 40. And I believe they're going to do 40 to 30 the next day, 30 to 20 the next day, 20 to 10 the next day after that. And they're going to save the top 10 for August the 8th, which I believe is the Hall of Fame game. So we're aiming for that. I'm aiming to have them all done by that point. I don't know if I will do that, but like I said, no video gets published unless you crack on and make it first. So with that being said, today we crack on, we continue down the list today, and we come to number 81, Christian Wilkins, defensive tackle for the Dolphins. And as we can see on screen, there he is. Looks about 6'4", being that Ingram, I believe, is about 6'4". I think Ingram's a tight end. I'm not sure that they'd have one-on-one battles too often, but it looks as if they're at least going to say a few words to each other. So let's just look at his stats first. That's how we're going to do this. We're going to continue in the fashion we have done. Look at the stats, watch the video, and then I'm going to do my very best to place this player in a theoretical rugby union team. First things first, let's have a look at his stats. In the last video, we looked at a fellow Miami Dolphin, Tagovailoa, and I think in the previous video to that, it was actually also another Dolphin. Either way, born December 20th, 1995, he's 27 years of age, 6'4", 310 pounds, went to Clemson, got picked up by the Dolphins in the first round of the 2019 draft with the 13th overall pick. Played 17 games last year, 3.5 sacks, 59 solo tackles, 2 forced fumbles, bringing his career totals to 64 games, 11.5 sacks, 166 solo tackles, and 3 forced fumbles. So he's been listed as a defensive end, which would make sense if he's coming up against a tight end, right? But last year he was specifically named at defensive tackle, so he might have gone in one position. Time will tell. 17 games played, 17 games started, as we know. 98 combined tackles, 59 solo, 39 assisted, 16 tackles for loss, 7 QB hits, and the list goes on and on. Combine measurements, 315 pounds. No more, no less. 3 plates, 3 bickies, you could say, for any gym junkies out there. 5:04 for the 40-yard dash, 28 reps on the bench, a broad jump of just under 9 feet, 29.5 inches on the vertical jump. I mean, anything close to 30 inches when you're weighing 315 pounds is pretty impressive. He's 27 years of age. He's in his absolute athletic prime. Let's get into the video.
He's a fun guy to be around.
This is it right here. Watch Wilkins.
Oh, and he's a bit of a jokester.
He gets our offensive line going during practice. That's always fun for me to see.
That's a fine.
Oh, yeah, you about to get it. You about to get it right there. You about to get this. No, don't say that. I'm not scared of you.
Thankful to be on the team with him.
He's a big teddy bear.
After 4 seasons in the NFL, Miami's Christian Wilkins is making his first appearance on the top 100.
Whenever they say 4 seasons, I'm always thinking, right, they must have secured their second bag. And if this video is anything like the ones we've seen, he's probably going to become the highest paid defensive tackle in the NFL.
Oh, let's go! Football's so fun. This is our job. That's crazy. It's so fun. Football! Let's go! Ah!
Very high energy guy, one of the best at his position.
I think when you talk about Christian Wilkins, you talk about just how competitive he is, a son of a gun to go against.
A high energy guy at 315 pounds, that's dangerous.
Barkley takes the snap and gets nothing.
Yeah, Christian! Turn the power up, right. Stay ready when I have to get ready. I'm always ready.
I know one of the things a lot of people talk about is that I'm known for is my extra effort. You know, I like to joke and call myself a 3-level defensive tackle. I can make plays behind the line of scrimmage, make plays at the line of scrimmage.
What did he say?
What I'm known for is that my extra effort. You know, I like to joke and call myself a 3-level defensive tackle.
A 3-level defensive tackle, as in at the line, in the backfield, and in their own backfield.
Make plays behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, so we like going behind the line of scrimmage, right? So a 3-level. I'm going to look that up. 3-level defensive tackle. A 3-technique tackle. A 3-technique, 3-tech, under tackles often feature in 4th, blah, 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 blah. Okay, 3-technique linemen are usually quick defensive tackles in a 4-man line, while 5-technique linemen are usually stout defensive ends in a 3-man line and are tasked to occupy blockers. Picking one type or the other seems to have implications for the type of defensive alignment for a team. The technique technically only refers to the positioning of the lineman before the ball is snapped. So a 5 technique, you can typically just replace that with a 3-4 lineman. So 3 linemen, 4 linebackers. When someone is referring to a 3 technique, you can typically just replace that with a 4-3 lineman, 4 linemen and 3 linebackers. Now, this isn't always the case, but it can be helpful when trying to communicate with someone who is using these terms. Teams that play primary 3-4 defenses will be most interested in players that play the 5 technique because the article you referred. That is a rabbit hole I'm not willing to go down.
Make plays at the line of scrimmage and downfield, whether that's 5 yards, 20 yards, and, you know, one of my favorite hits was against our rival.
Okay, no, I got it. I did get it. They're calling it downfield. They're calling it downfield, right? So downfield means when they break the line and they're, you know, working towards their own end zone. So
make plays at the line of scrimmage and downfield, whether.
Okay, so at the line of scrimmage, in the backfield, and downfield as well. So downfield is within your own territory. Okay.
5 yards, 20 yards. And,
yeah, that's a nice tackle.
You know, one of my favorite hits was against our rival Buffalo. You know, I was kind of hung up at the line of scrimmage for a second. We were trying to run a stunt. It didn't really work out. I was able to get out the stunt.
No way.
Make a play.
No, you're kidding me. Oh my God. Oh, shit. Hindsight is 2020. That receiver had absolutely no idea what was coming.
About 10, 15 yards down the field. Give him a pretty good lick.
Oh, a pretty good lick. Oh, no.
310-pound defensive lineman peels back on you that way. That's a heck of a collision.
You know, I've made a fairly infamous call in my early days of reacting. I said, you couldn't pay me $1 million to take that hit. That's why they paid $10 million.
He tried to play it off like it didn't hurt, but I know he felt it a little bit.
Oh, bro, that's ridiculous.
Wilkins had 98 tackles in 2022, the most by a defensive tackle.
The amazing thing about Wilkins, to me, is how hard he plays and how many plays he plays. You don't see guys that size that can just go serious.
He's certainly got some real ability to break that first tackle. Break that first assignment, you could say. And then just target the ball holder.
Not only get into your backfield, but he can also get under your skin.
Christian is a special one for sure. He's gonna be in on every tackle.
What's up?
He gonna let you know about it too.
You're mad. You're mad. You're mad. You're mad too. You're mad.
Yeah, Christian, he talks a lot.
The price is wrong, Billy. The price is wrong, Billy.
He's going to give it his all. He's going to talk his smack.
You got fined this week, didn't you?
Honestly, the back and forth between linemen is far more exciting than the actual battle that takes place physically for me, because the linemen going up against each other, snap after snap after snap. It does look very, as a viewer from the outside, it does look very similar play after play, but it's the back and forth, it's the trash talk that actually makes each play as exciting as the next, right?
You playing for free this
For these guys, at least.
week, fat boy.
Despite his wisecracks and pranks, Wilkins still received the votes needed to put him on the players list.
I respect how he...
Yeah, Alan can hold his own. 310 pounds. Okay, so he's lost 5 pounds in the last 4 years. 6'4". Alan's 6'5". He's not going to back down.
plays.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Hey, listen, take it easy. Yeah, but leave like us right, bro.
Makes for a fun, competitive battle every time we go against each other.
The other team knows about it, and they really can't take him out of the game. He always makes 2 or 3 splash plays during the course of the 4 quarters.
Give me a cheeseburger and some waffle fries.
Blackberry.
That is one big human, one explosive human. Talks a bit of trash on the field, but it's all respect afterwards, right? And that's what you get in American football. That's what you get in rugby. First and foremost, it's about respect. And come to think of it, I mean, this list is all about respect. It's about the respect that they've garnered from their fellow peers. And Christian Wilkins, congratulations. I didn't mention anything about your second bag, but you are still listed as a Miami Dolphin, so I'm assuming you've done that. And congratulations on your first entry onto the list. Right, who's next? In the next one, we look at Mark Andrews, tight end for the Ravens. I feel like he's been on the list before. Was he as high as like number 20? Number 20 is coming to mind for last year. I'm not exactly sure why. My brain may have just fabricated that completely. Either way, time will tell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.